Hello guys, Sergio here. I've not done a video about my build in Honkai in a while, so we were due for one. And since there is something I want to talk about, instead of just showing the character cards, I will show the characters one by one. And the thing that I want to talk about, let's start with that, is Castorice, because during the last, I would say, few weeks, there has been quite a bit of drama, especially among people who follow leaks and know what her kit does. And not necessarily in regard to her power level, because obviously she's a new damage dealer, she one-shots the universe while AFK on autoplay, but that's part and parcel. A lot of people have been very vocal complaining about this thing, Sanctuary of the... I will give you the too long didn't read. Basically, if she exists on your account, not in the team, on your account, and you are playing the game and someone in your team dies, she's going to resurrect that character. It can only trigger once per fight, and you need to make sure that you heal up or shield the character to make sure that they keep surviving. And that's it. That's what she does. She benefits your account just by existing instead of being in your team. And if you go on the leaks subreddit or you check some content creators, there have been a lot of clickbaiting, like, oh, that's it, that's the end of Honkai the power creep, this is not right, I'm going to quit the game. I actually love this. I actually love this idea, which is present in other gacha games, but MiHoYo doesn't have it in Genshin Impact, in Honkai Star Rail, and in ZZZ. I cannot talk about Honkai Impact first because I've never played it, but the gacha games from MiHoYo that I play, this is the first time we get something like this, and I absolutely love it. Because one of my biggest issues with characters in Honkai Star Rail, but gacha games in general, is that, for example, let's pick up... Where is Silver Wolf? Silver Wolf is here. She does not even have her Lightcon. Fierce Badman. There we go. When I got Silver Wolf in patch, whenever it was, she was absolutely amazing. She has been extremely helpful in many of my teams, especially city teams, mono quantum team, or in general. She was very useful for a few patches, let's say the 1.x cycle. And then she started to lose more and more and more value, to the point that right now, I don't even remember the patch, 3.2 I believe, she's absolute S. You can replace her with main character, with many 4 stars, because she doesn't do anything in the current state of the game. Meaning that all the jades that and resources that I invested on her, her traces, her relics, everything that I put on her is completely wasted. Unless I push myself into playing her, like, yeah, she's S, but I've not played her for 5 months. Let's use her in this team, in this Memory of Chaos stage. She's going to be carried by everyone else, but at least I can say that I played her. So at the moment, Silver Wolf does absolutely nothing for my whole account. And it's something that annoys me. And a trace like Castorice means that if 1 or 2 years from now we get characters that completely blow Castorice out of the water and I'm not going to play her again, she's still going to provide a little bit of benefit to my account. And in other gacha games, this is way more impactful, that once per fight you can resurrect a character, but you need to make sure that they're getting healed. I often talk about Guardian Tales. Guardian Tales has a lot of collection and other things that benefit your whole account just by virtue of having those things without even equipping them. And I absolutely love this change, because I don't like to have characters that I don't use and that do nothing, which is why I tend to pull for a few characters compared to most other people. I pull for a few of them, but I try to focus a lot in terms of Eidolons. So thumbs ups from me. You can complain in the comments, say, no, this is a slippery slope. We're going to get bamboozled by MiHoYo. I disagree. I disagree. You can quit the game if you think that MiHoYo has gone too far. I don't care. I absolutely love this change. Hopefully there will be way more character with account-wide buffs. But let's go back to the main topic of the video, which is my build. This is my Acheron. Now, I'm going to start with a character that has a certain amount of Eidolons, but don't click off of the video thinking, oh, Jesus Christ, all of Sir Grantalot's characters are like that. No, she's the only one. I had Omega Blessed pools for her, and I had enough to guarantee Eidolon the 2, but I won so many early 50-50s that before the end of her banner, I managed to get Eidolon 6. She's the only Eidolon 6 limited character that I have, and I'm very happy about it, because she's amazing. I like her in Genshin Impact, I like her here. Hopefully we will get a Raiden in ZZZ soon. Her stats are pretty decent. Lightcon, no refinements. Obviously traces. She has her signature sets. And I use her basically all of the time, just because I'm lazy. Her technique that you one-shot everything, and then because she's Eidolon 6, if the combat, unfortunately, actually starts because there is a boss on our elite, she kills it on autoplay in no time, so I absolutely love her. She will always be one of my favorite characters. There is a Herta here, I'm not sure why. Every now and then I play her, especially with Himeko. The selection of her Lightcon is very variable, because I have Himeko's Lightcon, I have Jin Yuan's Lightcon, which I never use, I do not have Jin Yuan, but I always use the Lightcon. My brain had a small brain fart. Argenti's Lightcon is glued to Argenti, Jade's Lightcon is glued to Jade, so usually, depending on which team I'm playing, if I only have a Herta, she will get Jin Yuan's Lightcon. If I'm only playing Himeko will get Jin Yuan's Lightcon. If I'm playing Himeko and Herta, which I do very often, usually I give the Jin Yuan Lightcon to Himeko, and Herta gets the Himeko Lightcon. And here specifically I was doing I don't remember if it was Pure Fiction or S run with the serval, so she's currently using that Lightcon. Let's switch just for a moment. But, it's like that. And I build her quite decently, because I use her a lot. She's great for farming. She's great in many endgame modes, so overall, I've been playing her quite a lot. And I do not have 5-star Herta. Sunday, oh my god. I'm glad that my pulls for Sunday were pretty lucky, because the only reason why I pulled for this dude was that, since I check the leaks daily, I was like, haha, his kit fits perfectly with Castorice, and I want to pull for Castorice, so checkmate MiHoYo, I'm going to get him. And it turns out that actually main character is on par, if not better than him for Castorice. So, I've been completely BTFO by MiHoYo for my pulls on Sunday, but at least MiHoYo was a benevolent god, and I used a guaranteed, and I won 2 50-50s. I have Eidolon 2 on him. I guess that if we consider Eidolon 2, he's better than main character for Castorice, but I'm still very bummed by the fact that I was expecting him to be amazing for her, and he's like, side grade over the 3 main character that we all have. Fuck you, MiHoYo. Absolutely fuck off. Okay, yeah, his signature Lightcon leveled up his traces, and he has his signature set and the Sunken Seas. I use the Sunken Seas on almost every support because I really like the extra energy regeneration. There's an argument to be made for... I cannot remember the name of the other set. Where is it? I've not used it. No, it's the other green one. Where are you, you absolute piece of garbage? How many do I have? Where are they? Excuse me? Oh, this thing. Broken Keel. There is an argument to be made for Broken Keel because it gives crit damage to everyone, which means that you also give it to Hanabi, you give... But, in general, I just like the extra energy regeneration because very often you get to reach certain energy regeneration breakpoints that allow you to cast an ultimate earlier, and that speeds up things significantly. In general, he's a great character, just The whole Castorice situation is awful. Whoa. I've recently changed her into an Omega Fast skill point generation slash healer, and she's my most used support now. She has her signature Lightcon. Her traces are pretty much leveled up. There is no point in going to 10 for these two things. Absolutely no point. I'm not going to do it. And I used to have her on 4 pieces hackerspace. I'm now giving her 2 and 2 just so that she's faster than either what's his face, Jiaochu, Hanabi. I do not need to change relics on her. She's faster, meaning that she can do her thing before others, with the exception of Runmei. Because in some teams I had the problem that, for example, Hanabi was faster than her, so Hanabi was going first, the damage dealer was missing her buff. It was overall annoying, but with a super fast things are much easier, and I use her all the time. And I've only recently pulled for Robin on her most recent rerun. I think it was last patch. She's a zero investment Robin. I gave her the Battle Pass Lightcon just to give her a Lightcon. Traces, I've not finished them yet. Relics, whatever with attack. No Eidolons at all. I have not used their almost at all after getting her, but every now and then she enables fun teams interactions, and in general when I play Himeko and Herta, the support is going to be Robin. She's pretty good in that kind of team. Based on Argenti Pield, he has been carrying me quite hard for a very long time, especially in Pure Fiction. And he has his signature Lightcon. His stats are like that. In case you don't play Argenti, you don't know him, he has a trace that gives him a ton of crit rate, so it's better to focus on other things. Mostly leveled up his traces. And these relics are not great for him. They're usable, but not great. The reason why I'm using them is that the best set of relics that I have is the one that I'm using on Acheron. In theory, if I take Acheron's relics, this set, and I give it to him, he's the number 1 Argenti on Silly Land. But it's not something that I want to do every time, to swap relics back and forth. Like, it's not life. It's absolutely not life. Usually I play him with attack percentage rope here, but especially if I'm clearing Pure Fiction, I occasionally consider giving him energy recharge ropes just because there are 99 waves of absolute trash that gets one shot and then one elite every now and then. I don't play Clara. I got Ligma during her recent rerun. I've not been playing her a lot, but she gives me some options when it comes to teams. Because for some teams, she can be extremely useful. She's just very fast with her signature Lightcon. Traces, not so much. Relics like this, just to be a fast rabbit girl, no Eidolons. She's very nice, very useful. Jiaochu, my beloved Jiaochu, savior of my account. Jiaochu has a lot of haters, I'm not one of them. I find him amazing. This comes mainly from the fact that 2 of my best damage dealers are Acheron and Kafka. He's amazing for Acheron, and because I have a couple of Eidolons, he's also incredible for Kafka. So he's a character that I play pretty much all the time. And I have... he's pretty fast. Occasionally, in some teams, I make him even faster, just to make sure that he can act first to apply his debuffs and do shenanigans. He has his Lightcon, traces are like this, relics are like this, so pretty fast and with some extra attack. Every now and then, especially when I play him with Kafka, if I'm missing a tiny bit of damage for a 0 cycle, I replace these 2 with other pieces from the DOT set or from the 12% attack set. Especially because in Kafka teams he doesn't need to go super fast. Like, this is fast enough. And I can even drop it to 150. He's going to act before Kafka on the first turn. And yeah, couple of Eidolons. His first Eidolon makes him amazing for Acheron. His second Eidolon makes him amazing for Kafka. I'm really happy about pulling for him. I saved for quite some time. Himeko, we're still missing one. And just a few days ago, from the standard banner character, I got a random early 5-star, and I saw the erudition icon. I threw away my phone. I could not look at it. I was shocked. Then I got the phone, and you know when you play poker, Texas Hold'em, and you slowly check what you got, and it was her Lightcon. Eventually, Himeko, one day we will have your Eidolon 6. She has a pretty decent build. She's usually equipped with this, which makes her have these stats. Traces, the important ones, are maxed. And she has her signature, so to speak, set, a couple pieces Glamot. And yeah, one day, Himeko, one day. Let's go to Ranmei, my beloved Ranmei, a very fast Ranmei. I don't play break teams. In case you're not aware, I find break mechanics in general to be extremely dull. But her first run came along with Shuei, who is here. And I was pulling for Shuei, and by the time I got Eidolon 2 Shuei in about 80 or 90 pulls, I got an Eidolon 2 Ranmei. An Eidolon 2 Ranmei is pretty busted for any team, regardless of break teams. And I've been playing her a lot. She's usually glued to Kafka teams because she gives a ton of attack and she also provides defense ignore. She's great. Great overall. There was a Burperino in there. She has her Lightcon, important traces are maxed, Hacker Space, and because I tend to play her with Kafka, and in that team there is always Zeo, I gave her Fleet of the Ageless, so she gives both of them an extra 8% attack. And yeah, 2 Eidolons. Based on Ruamei build, one day Tides in Law will come back to put those tiny human... No, this is not a character on Castorice, fuck off. Jeopard, I've not played him in a very long time. Same for Bailu. Kafka! My reasonable amount of attack Kafka. She's obviously on attack boot. And her relics are very good. I'm very proud of my Kafka build. She has just enough effective hit rate and she got a ton of attack and speed and some speed everywhere. Very, very happy about her. I have not checked during the last few weeks, but she was number 1 of Sillyland for a very, very long time. And Eidolon 4. Eventually, I would like to have her Eidolon 6, although it's like, whatever. Very happy about her. Bronya, I'm sorry, Bronya. You're on a long break now that I have Anabi and Sunday. Oh, let's talk about Tribby. Tribby... I gave her Dance Dance Dance. I'm still not completely sold on the relic. Well, first of all, her relics are S. I mean, what is this? This is the best orb I have for her, and I'm not kidding. So, if you see a lot of Tribbies that are like 60 crit rate, 250 crit damage, Omega Busted, my Tribby would be among the last 5%, the bottom 5% on Sillyland. I don't know if I have tier lists for Tribby. Her build is awful. Hopefully I will get something for her relics sometimes in the future. And her build is kinda finished. I managed to get her Eidolon 1 in less than 10 pulls. And I even wrote this on Discord and I had to make an errata. I got her at soft pity. Then within the next 10 pool, I got her Eidolon 1, which is a very nice Eidolon 1. It's very, very strong. And so far she's S. The fact that I do not have her Lightcon, her relics are S, and I do not have Aglaea, I do not have 5-star Herta. So far I've not found any team where she significantly performs better than anyone that I already have. But she's supposed to be extremely good with Castorice, so I was happy about getting her. She's a lovely character. Her story is a bit sad, but it is what it is. Jade, my beloved Jade. I tend to use her all the time in pure fiction, of course, but outside of that, before I got Eidolon 6 Acheron, my pure fictions run were Kafka, Jade, two random characters. Jade signs the contract with Kafka, and off they go, and it was a joy. I still play her a lot, sometimes with Himeko, sometimes with Kafka. Play her all the time. Just, Eidolon 6 Acheron tends to remove usage from quite a few other characters. And I got her Eidolon 1. Her other Eidolons are okay. She's a character I like a lot, but I don't want to go deep into her Eidolons on her run. Hanabi, she's like this, a bunch of crit damage. Her signature light con important traces are maxed. She has her, let's say, signature signature relic set and Eidolon 2. Then we have Fushuan. A lot of people complain, oh, Fushuan is S now, she needs a buff. I disagree. She has been carrying me very hard in all game modes all the time. There was the cycle not long ago, the first one where we got Hulei in Memory of Chaos, the people were getting one shot. I was like, what are you talking about? Are you getting one shot with Fushuan? She was tanking everything without even noticing it. I have very good relics for her, really, really good. And okay, I could even remove some of her hit points to give her more defense. And I could remove speed to give her more defense and hit points percentage, but equipped like this, she's unkillable. So I don't see any point in investing more in her Eidolons or investing more in her relics. She's very good. Sealy, as I often say, she's a little bit... she's taking a bit of a holiday after being the main damage dealer on my account for probably a year and a half. Yeah, I know, Sealy. You can have a little bit of rest. Her build is very good. In theory, it could be better than this, but when I do play Sealy, this fits better with the characters that I use in that team. And she's still my favorite character, and she will always be my favorite character. Just Acheron slightly power creeps the Sealy. Let's put it at that. As I was saying earlier, Silver Wolf is absolute S in the game right now. No one should pull for her, not even on a run. Unless we get some rumored buffs that people were mentioning every now and then, like that her skill and her ultimate will become AoE, hitting 3 targets instead of 1. And she may also be getting a buff on her skill and ultimate, being stronger, but until then she's basically unusable unless you really want to play her. And I could play my E6 Acheron, Silver Wolf, Sunday, and Huo and say, yeah, you see, the Silver Wolf is still good. Yeah, fuck off. And Sir Grind a lot, obviously. She's currently Harmony because I did a run with Shui, but in general, her Remembrance is pretty good. I have not used it in a long time. Every now and then I use Wealth. Every now and then I do use Wealth for no sustained runs. But it happens so rarely that I cannot even say that I have a build for him. I have not used the Hurry forever. I play him quite often. He does not have a Lightcon right now. Of course he will get... where is Quid Pro Quo? Oh, here. Quid Pro Quo. You see, like, he's kinda built. He has his relics. He's doing well overall. Very useful character. Absolutely. I cannot even say it's an underrated 4-star because everyone says he's busted, but he feels like a 5-star more than other 5-star characters. I've not played her since forever. Well, let's go to those that I actually play every now and then. I still play Ting Yun every now and then. Usually equip her with Dance. Like this, because she's extremely fast with Dance, and with the wind set. and it's absolutely absurd. I really like to play her in Kafka teams every now and then, just because she refills Kafka's ultimate. She forwards everyone's action, and it's absolutely glorious. I really like Tingyun. I should pull for 5-star Tingyun for Shui, because I even like Shui a lot. It's just that Shui. Like if you see her build, it's pretty solid. Like her crit stats are very good. She has a decent amount of attack. She has some break effect, like not a lot, but she does have it. The problem is, for Shui to shine, you really want enemies that are weak to Quantum, which is annoying because her ultimate ignore weakness. So ideally, she looks like she's designed to be the kind of character that can steamroll through stuff regardless of her elemental weakness. But in reality, you want all enemies to be weak to Quantum, so that when she does the follow-up attack, she's hitting enemies that are weak to Quantum. And at the same time, you want your supports, your other characters, to match the element of the enemies, so that when they do attack, they can help her to generate stacks. It's a bit annoying to find fights where she's ideal. Like usually the coconut lady, Serval's mom, gets absolutely obliterated by Shui. But I wish she. I wish the game gave us more fights where she can really shine without having to go through a million obstacles. Other characters I've not played any in a long time, and they're barely built at all. Yeah. Sometimes I played her, but not recently. Better options. That's it. Now let me go to BAS to double check that I didn't have all the Castorice stuff on screen. I did not. Let's go! We did it! Oh my god, it's almost half an hour. RIP to your free time. I will try to put some timestamps so it's easier for people to find stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye and take care.